Yo, it's your boy OMG Ken. We in Dallas, Texas right now, and I'm finna chop it up with my boy Mar, man. Let's get it. I could kill us, but we had that loving shit in me. Ducking up, going in my head, it's getting hard to reach when you don't fucking kill. Pockets heavy, I'm counting Benji. Way I'm limping out this bitch, you think I'm holding 50. Eyes been low, looking hella red, look like a climate chimney. Treat me so damn good, I might go buy that bitch on Fenty. Boom, pack in the air, look like I'm pumping fireworks. Speed racing shit, pulling off, you hear the tie skirt. Pretty close, be photogenic, always want the tiny purse. Nigga talking about what he had, let's talk about who bought it first.
I had it first.
Hit me, talking about it first. Moonwalking, always on the moon. Smoking hella earth. Dream swinging, young rock star. Made it out the dirt. Fly shit, never came in last. Always came in. I said, call your best friend, cause that bitch is trying to hit me.
Come on, man.
Maintain it, safe to say the kid get older. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. I can't mess with rap.
All right, man. We back at it again. I appreciate everybody's patience. We're here for episode 7 of Chop It Over More.
Man, let's get it, man. I'm excited.
I got my boy OMG Ken in the building. I appreciate you coming out, gang.
That's the word, everybody.
How you feeling, bro?
And I feel great, man. Blessed to be here, man. I know we had some technical difficulties last time, but we here in all spirits, high spirits, man. So I'm just blessed to be here, man. I appreciate you for having me.
Appreciate you for coming through again, bro. Yeah, man. To anybody that's seen, but we had the spot, we had recorded, and then technical difficulty happened. My stuff wasn't working how it was supposed to be working, but we was still working that night.
Managing, though. We still
yeah.
man.
We had a lot going on.
It may rain, but we got our umbrellas on us. You feel me?
No cap. No cap. So, bro, let's talk about it. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with this. Loving Parties just hit a 1-year anniversary. What was that, 3 days ago? Man. 3 days ago, 1-year anniversary.
It seemed like yesterday when I was just literally in the closet recording that whole album. Like, I never expected the album to be what people told me it was. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, bro.
I always, focus on perfecting my craft at all times. But, when Loving Parties came and whenever I was recording, it just felt different. And like I said, I didn't know that it was going to have that turnout that it had. But at the same time, like, I still felt like it was my art that I created. Like, it was my first actual project that I locked in on something and, like, really started focusing up and felt like I put in, like, all my time, all my effort, all my money into it. And it paid its dues, man. Like, it really turned out good. And it gave me that platform that I needed. So, man, I really enjoyed that project, man. And for it to be 1 year old today, man, or a couple of days ago, it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling, man.
For sure. That's what's up, bro. So, I ain't gonna lie. Like, me personally, it's my boy, but I genuinely think it was no misses on that album, bro. And so, like,
man, a lot of people have different opinions, man. But I let the people speak for that. But I know what you're talking about.
Facts.
I appreciate that because a lot of people really, usually say the same thing, and I don't know. That's up for y'all to decide if there's any misses on there. But
I gotta ask though, like, Loving Parties. Like, I know that's the title.
Yeah. I
know you dropped it on your B-Day. You start out the first song on the album is Happy B-Day Ken.
Yep.
I think that came into fruition. Anytime when this date come around, it's just gonna makes a lot of sense.
It just makes a lot of sense.
I see you put thought into that. But what would you say Loving Parties actually stand for? Like,
Loving Parties, man. So first and foremost, I don't know if you remember because we've been boys for a long time, but Loving Parties was actually like an album that I had on my radar for a minute. And
so how long you been having that in the vault? If that's the case, you talking about
honestly,
the title or like
we talking
or
about the
songs
title
itself, and then
it's
finally
like
came.
1 or 2 songs I can honestly say that are on there that have been in the vault for some years. And you'll never be able to tell. I won't ever disclose.
I was going to say,
which one of those. I'll never disclose which one of those are that old. But at least 2 of those songs have been around for like 4+ years. So it was crazy to hear that. But Loving Parties, I feel like that describes like my music, if that makes sense. Like, it's not necessarily like a title of like an album. It like describes like the type of feel that you're gonna like have whenever you listen to it. Like, you have a loving feeling, like a romantic feeling, but you also in that party mood at the same time because a lot of the songs are like uppity and like upbeat. So like I feel like that describes like how the feeling that you're gonna have whenever you plan through the album because it's so many different like routes that goes like with the sounds. Like you have Feel Like the Kid Again with the heart. Then you got Things Change. Then you got Ain't Right with the
Right.
flow. Like it really is just a combination, man. So it's like a lover's party. You know what I'm saying? Like you feeling in that love mood, but you in that moment. You in that moment.
In that mode. I was so your music you would consider melodic rap, right?
Yes, sir. Melodic rap.
Melodic rap. So I mean, like you said loving parties. That's how you see it. So would you consider yourself a lover boy, bro? Like, is you
Yes, like,
you a lover boy?
yes.
You consider yourself a lover boy? Why?
A lot of the music that I make is because of how I be feeling, like due to love. Like I don't know, I feel like it fuels me. You know what I mean? Like it gives me, hey, whoever breaking my heart, keep breaking my heart, cause like you making the music better.
More bangers gonna come, man. You keep breaking my boy heart.
You making the art for me. So that's just how I feel. Like the love aspect just. It makes me like want to record. It makes me want to tell people how I'm feeling because I actually like make my music based on how I feel. Like that's actually truth. Like everything that I rap about is truth. Everything that I sing about is truth. There's no lies in it. No lies in the lyrics. So it's just like that's how I feel at all times.
Bro, so I'm gonna be honest. Me personally, like I said, bro, we've been knowing each other for a while. It's like my brother, man. It's all love. So I feel like the music you make, definitely, I feel like it relates to the whole crew, to all the guys. Like it don't matter what song it is, but I feel like that music, it represents us. I mean, I know it's you,
Definitely.
I know it's you, but it represents us. So I mean, like, I gotta be honest. When it comes to these songs, is it all personal experiences, or could you? I'm gonna put like to my knowledge.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying 100%. Like I personally. I feel like I'm going to say it's a nice 70-30 balance. Like 70% of my songs, that's like personal experience.
Facts.
Like everything that I see, everything that I feel, everything that I like endure on a daily basis, anything catastrophic, it's in my songs. And that's just how like it's planned out. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't even say planned out. It's just like how it's structured. Like, because I have nothing else to talk about but how I feel or my personal experiences. The other 30 it's like things that have been around me, that have like influenced, those feelings. Whether it was like something that my homeboy had happened to me or like happened to him or like something that my family going through, like all that combines together to make the art and like my lyrics and like how I structure my music.
Facts.
So that's just how it is. It's a nice 70-30 balance, but it's all truth though.
For sure. So next question I was gonna ask. Hold on, I had a little moment. Explain. I want to understand, before I even ask that, what's your favorite song on that album, bro? Or you can go with that album and then let me know, out of all the songs that's released, what's your favorite song?
Okay, we're gonna start with Loving Parties because it's kind of hard. Like I hate this question honestly because like as an artist, like it's so hard to choose just one song. But if I were to go with like one song that I really I can play all the time off the album, it's Material Girl. Like Material Girl.
It's one of the ones.
It's so different. Like
I'm gonna be honest with you, that song, like even before that song was one of the ones I really Material go hard, bro. But now after in due time, like after events and stuff, that song means something else to me now. Like that song so much more to that song so much more. You gonna understand what I'm talking about in due time.
I already know what he's talking about. They'll find out soon. But nah, that song, like, it's so I could time travel off that song, if that makes sense. Like it puts me in a time period. And that's how I know like I really enjoy a song, because like it puts me back in a time where it's like, dang, like I was really, recording this. Like I remember the setting, what was happening at the time. Like I couldn't even, what's crazy is out of all the songs on the album, I could not finish Material Girl for some reason. Like Material Girl, when I heard the beat, I said like the first 3 lines like on the song. Like, babe, you can get what you want.
Yeah.
And I swear that is nothing. Like I said that like off the top of my head, and I recorded like to that humming part. But that little humming part, I couldn't like think of anything like to go with it. And that's how beautiful it was. That's how I knew that it was gonna be a hit.
One of the ones, because
like,
you was really taking your time.
Because like I couldn't just say anything on this beat. I couldn't just be like, it was something that had to be structured like perfectly. And I didn't write Material Girl, but I really had to sit there and think about like, okay, like, nah, this is like one of those songs I'm really gonna have to take my time with and like really structure and develop it and develop my sound. So I sat on that song for like a week before I actually went back and recorded it. And I listened to that same first part that I recorded, that Big and Get What You Want. And it wasn't even called Material Girl at first. It was called Typical. It's still in my phone right now. It's Typical. It's on Apple Music and Spotify as Material Girl, but in my phone it's Typical. And that's how I was feeling because, like, that's how most,
that's how you feel about
it. Like, I just felt like it was a typical feeling. So I sat on that song for like a week before I actually went back and recorded the whole rest of the song. And if you don't know, this another little insider. Like, Back in Baby and Supreme K was on that song too.
What? See, bro, I didn't even know that. Hold on, gang. Hold on.
And Supreme
shout
K
out my boy Back in Baby.
Shout out to my
2
brother.
Fives.
Shout out to my cousin,
shout out Supreme
man.
K. Yeah,
shout out
that's
to both
crazy.
of my guys, but they was both on that song, bro. I kicked them off because they was in the closet playing too much.
Hey, that's funny, bro, for you to say that, and they never. I would have expected Supreme K. I would have expected my boy to even say something, be like, bro, I'm really supposed to be on that. I ain't never heard nothing like that.
That's how you play it, bro.
Nah, that's what's up, bro. That's
how
hard.
they do it, man. But nah, shout out to them. But that's actually crazy, and it's funny because I still got both of their verses on.
I was just gonna say you got the verses. I might have to tap in.
Hey,
I might have to tap in.
You may see it, you may not see it. I don't know. Maybe that's just one that's gonna be stuck in the books, bro.
So, what song outside of Loving Parties would you say?
Outside of Loving Parties, it has to be okay. I'm gonna say 2 because it's really kind of hard to just choose one. If I'm being honest, Heart Stop. I don't know if you ever heard that song, but Heart Stop is just something like that song. It was the second song I ever dropped. And
after Exposure?
After Exposure. Exposure's a hit, but
Exposure, yeah. I remember when you first came out.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, Heart Stop just spoke to me because I actually wrote that song, and that was like the first song that I actually recorded at a big studio. I didn't record at a big studio after that. Like, only 2 of my songs on my discography, like, I ever recorded in a big studio. That was Exposure and Heart Stop. And I don't know, it just spoke volumes to me because I actually wrote that, like, pen and paper, like, wrote down, then went back and recorded it, which was, like, it was meaningful to me because, like, it was like, dang, I actually put in time to this. And then my first favorite song, I'm not going to lie, has to be Exposure, bro.
Exposure.
Like, Exposure.
I hear this shit over and over.
If you listen to the lyrics on that, I was on like a next level time period, like with how I was like phrasing my words, and like that's how I knew I stepped into like a more mature sound.
That was like the first song where you like did. Well, you said it was your first song you actually dropped, but that song you did have like promotion to it. Like,
yeah, I had.
That was the first. Yeah, it was a lot of promos to it. A lot of like underground pages and stuff. And like companies was finding you and stuff.
I took a break from like dropping music.
After you dropped that,
even like before. Remember, like I was in high school. I had dropped like those songs like In My Eyes, but I took 2 years off. I didn't drop that song till my junior year of college, and like before that, it was just like, I was just taking a break. Like I was taking a music break. I didn't feel like I was dropping anything. Remember, I was going under the name, a different name, but we not. Probably touch on that.
He did.
Exposure was like that first song. Like I came back, I was like, yeah, it's me. Like OMG Ken, like new and improved.
No, that was Now that makes now I remember.
Like it was crazy. Like a big transfer. So Exposure has to be my number one outside of Loving Parties.
Facts. So I gotta we're gonna get back to like the music side of Ken. You know what I'm saying? OMG Ken. Sure. Now I gotta ask, explain what is your persona. Now I only ask this because if you go follow my boy on Instagram, you look in the bio, it says persona, and then it leads you to a different page. So explain, what's your persona?
Persona is basically like my aura, who I am, like, and I'm gonna just go ahead and give y'all an insider. That's gonna be the next project, the next album, Persona. Like Persona is gonna explain who Ken is. You're gonna see a different side of Ken, and like I feel. People deserve that because, like I said, people don't really understand who I am or like what I do. But with this next album, I plan to achieve that goal for real. Like, just let people know like who I am as a person, as an artist, as a businessman in my music, and I'm gonna do it in a way that nobody probably has ever seen it done before. So I just want to include all those things. I'm not just gonna explain myself as a musician. I'm gonna explain myself as a businessman, as an athlete, as a college student, all that, like all into one formulated art. So that's what I plan to do. But Persona is basically who I am. That's Ken.
That's Ken.
And we're gonna figure out who he is very
All
shortly.
right, so let me dissect it, because a lot of people looking from the outside in really don't know
Exactly
what you got going on. They only see, they might, literally anybody that knows you probably only see you in one image, but they don't know that you trying to
I do multiple things.
do multiple things. So
Exactly.
go ahead and explain, like, where you, like, what bases have you touched on? Like, you know, I know you used to hoop.
Yep. Still an athlete. Still work my business. My business is something I'm primarily working on right now aside of music. Working out is obviously, basketball is obviously something that's just ingrained in me. Like, I don't ever stop doing that. But it may seem like it, but I'm never. I work silently. I just don't ever post it. But as far as clothing and stuff, like my brand, Overly Misunderstood, I kind of changed that from the clothing. I changed it to an umbrella term of all the things that I do, whether that's events, whether that's my community service that I do as well. Like my clothing, I took my clothing branch and I named it the Misunderstood Club. And I primarily just made that, you know, for clothes, like all my drops, all my tees, all my hoodies, all my hats. I made that branch. But Overly Misunderstood from now on is going to be an umbrella term for everything that I do in every area of expertise that I touch on. So that's what's going to be strictly. Me as an artist, like, obviously that's the main thing that I present and that's what I'm going to be known for. So I'm gonna stay consistent with it, but I'm still gonna run them concurrently where they both kind of match up and meet in the middle somewhere. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So it's all gonna make sense in the end, and I plan to, you know, reveal that with Persona. But it all will make sense, and I promise you, it will.
For sure. Now, speaking on your clothing brand, I want to get into like a little more about that.
Yeah.
So I know you started off. To anybody that knows, people be seeing me walk around my OMG hoodie all the time.
Shouts
you know what I'm
out to my
saying?
boy.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna tap in with the OG. The black and yellow color scheme, that's the one, you know what I'm saying? But what else? Is it just, it's not just hoodies, right? Or is it just hoodies?
No, it's not just hoodies.
And then you don't even have it like set out just for you.
Exactly. So that's what I want to touch on.
Explain that for me, bro.
Like, when my clothing drops, like, I make it where you can't just go back and keep purchasing them. You know, like, a lot of people are asking me, like, why don't you have a website? Why don't you have an active link where we can go and buy this stuff? And shout out to Kanye, but I didn't want to do that. Like, I wanted to make it and build rarity, like, within my clothes. So, like, I have it where people can purchase it one time when I drop it, but after it's dropped, it won't release again. And that's, like I said, it's just gonna build rarity within the brand. Where, like, people, like, you know, they're not going to be like, oh, I'm going to just buy it next week. I'm going to buy it next month. Oh, I'm going to come back, like, in 2 weeks when I get paid. Like, nah, when you see that hoodie drop, like, you're going to drop everything that you got going and you're going to go buy it. You know what I mean? Because you feel like you're not going to see it again. And it's been working, like crazy, you know, and I've been appreciative that, like, I took that route. And I got this, like I said, from Kanye and all the other greats that do big drops and stuff like that, because I don't know. I just see a different light whenever I see those type of people and the drops that they do for their clothing. So, yeah, it was really beneficial, and I want to keep doing that strategy. As far as, like, versatility within the clothes, you're going to see a lot more T-shirts. You're going to see a lot more hoodies. You're going to see a lot more hats. You're going to see a lot more versatility within the brand.
I need the hats,
we got some nice stuff coming, man. I promise you. It's just a lot of patience, a lot of work. I'm balancing a lot of things at once, so I'm just trying to make sure I get it all done before I can start dropping it and releasing it.
Now I gotta ask, me personally, I'm curious, like, what the color schemes of what you already got, because like I said, I only got the black and yellow, but I ain't definitely seen you post the cotton candy, the cream color with the different color hearts. Like, what comes behind the idea of the color schemes that you have created? Is there an idea, or is it just like I just need different flavors?
No, I mean, it's a little bit of both. Like, I usually do colorways that people aren't naturally comfortable wearing. If you notice, like, they're usually bright, vibrant colors that you can't really naturally match with whenever you're walking around and be like, hey, why you got on that crazy blue? Like, that color freaky as hell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, I always want to have something that people can, you know, wear and then unnaturally be like, okay, like, what did you have on it? And draw attention to yourself. You know what I mean? That's what's going to be the biggest point with my clothing. I always want to make stuff that stands out, where people are always going to ask questions and put you on the spot a little bit. I feel like that's the point of my brand. It's the point to be misunderstood, not to be fitting in, not to, you know, fit in with the crowd. We exceed limits.
For sure. Now, so explain, bro, where like, yo, in any and everything that you do, bro, where does the motivation come from, bro? Like, what was the starter kit for you to just have that? Because, you know, originally, the Kenny I know, basketball was your first love.
Exactly.
I didn't see you put in that work. Like I done seen that dog you where you know what I'm saying, you was hooping because I mean you was true to the game of basketball. That I understand. Me personally, I understand. So I seen that dedication.
For sure.
Now after basketball comes this music, clothing brand, everything that you do, bro. Where does that motivation for that stuff come from?
The motivation to be limitless, bro. Like, I hate being, restricted to one area of expertise. And my mom, my pops, everybody will tell you, like, I'm always dibbling and dabbling in, like, different areas because I hate being limited. Like, I even have this tattoo on my leg right here that says limitless. And on my brand, it says where limits can never exist because I hate being limited to one thing. Like, it drives me insane. Like, I hate when people walk up to me and be like, oh, you're just a basketball player or oh, you're just a rapper. Like, nah, hell no. Like, I'm everything that I want to be. And that's why I feel like I'm misunderstood in a sense. That's why my brand is called Overly Misunderstood because I'm misunderstood in that sense that I can do everything that I want to do. And I'm tired of people limiting me to one thing. Like, if it's not evident now, then I'm going to make it evident until you see it. And I'm going to keep grinding and keep pushing. But that's just how I've always been. Like, I've always been limitless. I've always felt like I can do all things, whether it was cooking or mowing the lawn. And, at the end of the day, like, that's just how I am. I'm super competitive. I'm super adamant about my craft. So whatever I'm doing, I'm going to put in 10,000 hours. Shout out to Mr. 10,000 hours. But that's just how I am.
No, that's what's up, bro. All right. So now I got to ask, what's been your greatest hardships through whether it's music or what's your greatest or life in general, bro? Like, what's a time where you felt like you was like you just hit a roadblock, but I mean obviously you still going, so I just want to know, like, what was your hardship and how you overcome it, or are you still overcoming whatever it is?
Honestly, biggest hardship, I know I have a lot of hardships, honestly, and like dealing with business and music like you always will. It's honestly just like the confidence part, like not believing in myself. Like that's my biggest hardship. I wouldn't say it's like one catastrophic event because everybody goes through tough times, and I've had like a bunch of catastrophic events that I'm not open about. But it's really just a confidence issue for me. Like whenever I first was starting, at least, like that was my biggest roadblock because I never really thought that people believed in me. That's why I always felt like they limited me so much. And whenever I look back at it, it only made me stronger and made me the person who I am because you can't be the person you are without failure. That's how it structures you. That's how the person you are today. Failure, hardships, pain, all that structures who you are. So I would say it's a combination of, confidence, clothing-wise. I'd say just people not purchasing my stuff because when I first was dropping my clothes, nobody was buying it. I wasn't making any money, any revenue. So I would say that's a part of it. I'd also say, like, people not giving me a chance, like people not taking me seriously. That's another part of hardship that I've endured. Like, people look at me all the time, they thinking like, oh, a black man with dreads, can't be a businessman. And and that's
big time false.
That's where I want to change the game because I always consider myself an informal businessman. I'm not a guy that's gonna wear a suit and a briefcase everywhere I go. You know what I mean?
But you gonna stand on business.
But I'm gonna stand on business wherever.
Facts.
And most of the time, like most of the people that are talking to me, I probably have more business endeavors and connections than they do. And just because they wear a suit, they think that they're smarter than me, more structure for the area that they're talking to me in. And most of the time, that's not the case.
No, that's true, bro.
I always sit back and laugh because you never know the person that you're talking to, and you never know like who they may be. So that's why I always treat everyone with respect because that just adds on the hardship whenever people are always doubting you and like, taking you for face value of, you being a thug or something like that. Like, man, it ain't got nothing to do with that. Respect everyone, man. Respect everyone regardless who it is because you never know who that person may be. You never know what type of inspiration or, direction they may take you. So I always respect that, man. I always respect people's craft.
For sure. That's a good word, bro. I'm gonna be honest. That's a good word. That's real shit right there.
That's real.
All right, so going back to like your music and like let's talk about the very beginning of time, bro. Woo. Cause look, first song I ever heard about you was Rihanna. Rihanna. If you know, you know. Old. To anybody that knows, you know. And you wasn't going by OMG Ken at that time, but yeah, man. If you know, you know. That's the first song I heard about you, bro. Even then, like. You was making music on Garage. We was all making music. We was all making music, bro. All of us, all the guys. Shout out Bryce the Goat, my boy Supreme K. We used to all make music. So I mean, I just want to hear like your perspective on starting from back then, from when you was on the phone, GarageBand with the sock over the mic, the T-shirt over the mic, to where you at now recording? Because you got like your own studio and stuff, right?
Studio,
yeah, for sure. So I just want to hear like from start to finish, how do you look at yourself and where you started from and where you at now? Because obviously out of all of us, you the only one that's really rapping. And shout out my boy John too.
Shout out to my boy John too.
Yeah.
Man. He putting a lot of
But
work.
yeah, out of all of us, y'all two the ones rapping. So I just want to know from the beginning to where you at now, bro. How would you explain like your humble beginnings? Like,
Man,
how you look at it?
From the jump, I'm honestly gonna say like I love making music, but I was just doing it for fun. Like I was always like, looking for new ways to like create like art. You know what I mean? Like, and whenever I was introduced to like the way to make music on the cell phone, I'll never forget Tavon TV showed me.
Shout out my boy TV
on the cell phone. He showed me how to work GarageBand. He showed me how to upload music on there. So, like, whenever I found that out, like, I wanted to put it to the test. I wasn't good at it, obviously, at first, but I knew with consistency, like, it'd always play out. So, I, like, just thinking about it, bro. We used to wrap the sock around the mic.
We used to really do that.
Compressor, bro.
Hey,
like,
bro, if y'all want to hear
to compress the sound.
If y'all want to hear a song, go to SoundCloud and search up "In My Eyes."
Oh, they're not even ready for that.
Go to SoundCloud, search up "In My Eyes." You go hear me, my boy Kitty. You go hear everybody on track.
Supreme K.
Yeah.
Bryce the GOAT.
Oh man, that's one of the ones. Yeah. Y'all should tap in for sure.
Nah, but speaking on terms of like the beginning, like, I didn't know where this was gonna go. Honestly, like I was honestly just doing it for fun, and I was making music. Like I was finding beats, but it turned out to be like something I loved. And music has always been around me, like wherever I've been. Like I was in band growing up. I was in the elementary school choir. My grandmother was in the choir. My uncle was a rapper. So like it was always just there. My grandfather on my pop side played in the band. Like it was always around me. And once I started getting that love for music, like I was starting to record more. I started seeing that I could spend more time on it, like without actually noticing it. I was spending like 2 or 3 hours looking for beats without even noticing. I was going to record and trying to like record on the little headphones, the Apple headphones, and without even noticing it. I was spending like 2-3 hours out of my day doing that, and that's how I knew that I actually loved it, because I was doing it out of interest, not out of me forcing myself. And like looking at it now, like I don't usually even notice like how far that it's came, honestly, because I'm just stuck in time most of the time. Like I'm usually just living in the present, but it's always good to recollect and like evaluate what's happened in the past, man. And it's just been an incredible jump, man. Like from the shows to, the music, like I never even really saw it going this direction. I don't think anybody did.
No, man, you definitely, I'll be honest, bro. I'm proud of you, gang, bro. Where you came from and stuff, and you really doing it. Like you really putting in the work, really, and it's actually showing it. It's actually showing everything you're doing.
Because I work on it so hard, and once I'm committed to something, I'm always gonna put in 110%. But it's just crazy, like to see, like we started on the headphones, man. Like I didn't even know how to freaking like alter songs, like put in sound effects. Like I didn't know how to do any of that. Compressors, EQs, mixing, mastering. Like it was all just a part of the plan. YouTube University.
University,
heavy on it.
Nah, that just made me think like
spending time on it.
Bro, anything we do, bro, it's out of all the guys, like, cause we be motivating each other and all that. YouTube University,
YouTube
like
University,
we be looking out for stuff for ourselves, but that's like, man, you go to YouTube that you could just take anything. One little thing, bro.
You don't need no classes, you don't need none of that. Courses, no textbook. Take your own expert. YouTube, bro. Type in what you want to know, what you need, and it's gonna be 2 to 3 videos in that catalog that can tell you. All you gotta do is watch the videos. The time you spending on Netflix and on Instagram, you could be looking on YouTube and learning how to fix it, bro.
Facts, bro. I remember somebody had told me too, like, man, every day you should be trying to do something to help you like be better at your craft. At least, you know what I'm saying? There should be a time in your day where you working to be better in your craft. Like, it don't matter. The littlest thing adds up to the biggest products. Like all the little things add up to the big things. So it's just as little as you just searching up a YouTube video just to look at something real quick so you can implement it in your mind. So in the future you can be like, oh yeah, I remember doing that. Just a little stuff, bro. It all comes full circle. So that's what we all be on.
I got a question for you though, bro. Like you looking back, like from where you started, because you always been one of the most vocal guys in the group. You probably are the most vocal guy in the group.
For sure.
Like, as far as you, like, talking and, like, looking at where you at now, you, like, in a whole podcast studio, like,
Bro.
soundboard, mics, everything. Like, where did you see this coming from? Like, how did you build, like, the consistent motivation to want to do this?
I'm going to be honest with you. It's crazy. I was just talking to my mom about this, like, today, actually. Like, I can go back as far as when I was a little kid, because I need to ask you the same question. That's one of my icebreaker. I can ask you now while I'm doing it, but like when I was a kid, you know how you get your report card and then they'll leave like the reviews on like what type of student you was. I was always like good grades. Then it'll be like good kid, but always talks too much. Always, you know what I'm saying? I was one of those kids like always distracting others in class.
Curse.
Yeah, so it's like I'm looking back, I'm like, shoot, teachers always saying I talk too much. Now look at me, I got my own podcast and stuff. Or like being in high school. I mean, I love sports. I love sports and I love music. Like, anybody that knows that, they know I love music. I listen to all types of music. Let me not say all types, but I definitely have a listening ear for music.
Craft.
And then, like, sports, I just love sports. So, I mean, after high school, and I wasn't going to play, like, collegiate ball or nothing like that, I was like, you know what? Let me try to get myself behind a mic in some way, in the sense of whether it's me broadcasting sports or just – then I realized – I got friends as rappers. I got friends that do that. Like, there's so many people that I know that do stuff, and there's so many conversations I'll be having with these people, like off camera, and it just I learn so much from people. It's just like I got to put this out. So it's really just the idea of just having to sit down. I'm always watching podcasts and stuff, so that's where it came from, bro. I was just like, you know what? Let me go ahead and put this in motion. Like, I can't just sit here and not do nothing.
That's part of your craft, bro.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
That's how it formulated you, like. The things that you, like, naturally have, like, the skills that you naturally have, people don't even notice them at first.
Yeah.
But they generally, like, pop out, you know? Like, they just show themselves, like, I don't know how it happens. I don't know what it does, but, like, it just pops up one day and you have, like, a niche for something. You got that itch, like, to want to do something good with the craft that you was using. Like, man, it's incredible to see, like, where all the guys are going. Bryson, Kenton.
Yeah, man.
All of us.
Nah, bro, I'm blessed.
Brendan,
We blessed, bro. I be telling people all of that because a lot of people don't have like what we got, bro, in the sense of having a group of friends that like all is working. You know what I'm saying? Like we all like we can have a phone call, but we all doing something. You feel me? Like
because we all hold ourselves accountable. Like we don't all just turn into yes man and be trying to like, you know, turn into we're gonna support this guy just because social media tell us to. Or we not supporting this guy by popular demand. No, we supporting each other because, you know, it's in us, like it's natural. We don't have to think before we support each other, man. I'm gonna press that button. I'm gonna like that post. I'm gonna comment on that picture.
It ain't nothing, bro.
If my guy doing that, so that's what make us stronger. That's what make the bond strong. Then when you tie that in with all the craft that we got, you know, podcasts, interviews, cameras, music, basketball,
man, the stuff,
bond.
And we not even up yet. That's the thing. Like I'm so excited, bro. I'm so excited for the future. We just now starting. Slow motion better than no motion. Right now, I feel like the motion slow because I know we can go. I know we can go hard and hard.
Scary.
So now I'm gonna go ahead and ask you a couple icebreaker questions, gang.
What's up?
You know what I'm saying? So let me start off with that. What type of kid were you? What was the kid you were in elementary school? Like what would your teacher say about you?
Man. Depending on what grade we talking.
All right. We just gonna go by. All right, let's start with elementary school. Who was
elementary school?
OMG Ken at elementary.
Elementary school, Ken. He was definitely an athlete. Let's just say that.
He was an athlete.
I was an athlete.
Was you a bad kid growing up? Like, did you get in trouble?
No.
No.
You must not know who Coach Kenny is.
I definitely know who Coach Kenny is.
He man, I ain't gonna lie, I was the fastest boy in school though.
The boy was gone. I was a little quick too.
Elementary school, man, like I was interesting. I'll say I was more standoffish, to be honest, which is weird because I make music now and I have to perform. But that's where that confidence problem came in because I was always standoffish. I was always a little bit more quiet than everybody else. Like I didn't really talk to you unless I knew you. I had a little mohawk and shit. Like it wasn't even no mohawk.
I'm over here thinking about the pictures of you.
It was like a little bump. Like it wasn't even no mohawk for real. It was like one of them.
You had like that little, little twist.
Oh yes, bro.
Yours
that's
is
exactly
like
how my
that's what his haircut was like, little twist
all the way out, bro. Like it wasn't even sponged or nothing. It wasn't nappy. It was just perfectly picked out everywhere. Like I used to walk around the pick, but I was super standoffish, man. Like I like to joke around, but I only joked around with the people I was really close to. I've always been like that. I don't know why. I've never really been like the person to like mess with people I didn't know. But I was quiet. I was super active, man. And one thing I will say, I was standoffish, but I was always willing to try new things. I was always competitive. I never was scared to go take chances. Like I said, I was in the choir. Like, for Christ's sake.
I was in choir too, bro. I was in my church choir, and I was in middle school choir. I was in middle school choir. Y'all don't know I can sing the whole time.
Hey, he not lying. Hey, I done heard he not lying.
I can sing a little bit. Just a little bit. I can sing a little bit.
He not lying.
All right, now next question I gotta ask. What's I don't know. What's your favorite Disney movie? And this is giving you time to think. And what movie you think about Disney is overrated that everybody love, but you just like, no, bro, that's not it.
I told you this multiple times, fool.
This is really because we the same.
100 times, bro. Ratatouille is the best Disney movie on Disney Plus, on Disney Channel, whatever you want to call it.
That's like,
give it a round of applause, bro. Hit the button.
Yeah.
Ratatouille is the number one, bro.
Bro, I watch Ratatouille. It make me feel like I can do two things. It make me feel like I can go in that kitchen and just go dummy. And then it made me feel like I could sit at that table and just eat all day.
It just puts you in that mood.
It puts you in that mood like that. They really do their thing with that, bro.
Bro, yes, bro. It's like one of the movies, like it's the aesthetic. Like, it just puts you in that mood. I always get under the covers, you know what I'm saying? Give me a little cup of noodles or something. Wow.
Hey, bro, I be trying to. I used to take spaghetti and try to make the food that was on. You know that the most famous dish on there. I used to think that was spaghetti the whole time. It wasn't. I don't even know what that was. Hell no. Hold on, bro. Hold on. But I gotta tell a story real quick, bro. You know, no, ain't do that, bro.
Bro.
Don't do that.
Don't cap on the podcast.
Look, y'all. We was at school. We was in high school, bro.
I'm gonna tell the story though, but don't cap to the.
We was in high school, bro. So we had to do something. We was representing the basketball team for something for like, I don't know what we was doing, but we was in the auditorium, bro. We chilling. They got like this little play-by-play, this little presentation video going. They playing the Toy Story song, "You Got a Friend in Me."
And Jamal was singing it, bro.
Dude gonna get to singing in my ear,
bro. This dude was singing that joint in my ear, talking about some "You got a friend in me." I said, boy, if you don't back up,
bro, you a lot, bro.
He gonna try to act like he wasn't even singing it, bro. I'm like, bro, watch out, bro. What's wrong with you,
man? Whatever, gang.
Bro, this dude here, bro. I'm telling you, dog.
All right, whatever, bro.
Most overrated movie though.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
Most overrated movie.
I'm gonna say mine real quick.
Go ahead, bro, because you probably sparked some inspo.
High School Wait, is that Disney?
Hell yeah.
High School Musical.
High School Musical overrated to you?
Yes, bro. I really think it. Like, I understand the history and like what it meant, but like at the same time, bro, growing up, I wasn't the one to be like. It was annoying to me, bro. I was one of them. I was that kid to be like, man, I was too cool for High School Musical. Look at it. Okay, that's probably how. That's how I looked at it.
I got mine now, actually.
That just what?
Nemo.
You think Nemo overrated?
Yes, bro. I feel like Nemo, bro, is like one of the movies. Like, you really have to like. Okay, for one, how many Nemo? Isn't it 2 or 3?
It's Finding Nemo and Finding Dory.
Okay, yeah, they should have just that Finding Dory series was like. I mean, that Finding Dory part was just it was unnecessary to me. Like,
but they had to follow up, bro. Finding Nemo is legendary, bro.
Yeah, like how do you follow up with Finding Nemo? Like once you find them, like it's over with, right?
But they had to find Dory.
So what was the point of Finding Dory?
I mean, Dory actually had like
she had like a memory problem,
so that kind of made sense.
But like once
Nemo was a little boy.
Yeah, that's why I feel like it's overrated because once you find the people, bro, or I mean, once you find the fish, like it ain't nothing to follow up with after that, bro.
It's the journey. That's what makes the movie.
Man,
facts.
I ain't trying to hear that.
Respect Finding Nemo, man. They ain't one of my favorites. They ain't one of my. No,
see, look, it's overrated. I ain't say it was bad. I just said it was overrated.
Look, all right. Ooh, it's finna get spicy, gang.
Let's do it, bro.
It's finna get spicy, gang. Now, look, I ain't finna make you, you know what I'm saying? But have you ever been caught up before? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to ask. I gotta know.
Come on, bro.
I gotta know.
Jamal, come on, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come on, gang.
Come on, bro. I gotta know, gang. What's the
word?
What's the worst you ever got caught up? Story time.
Oh,
Or if it, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta know, bro. I didn't ask a couple people.
King John
John,
question.
I asked John.
What did he say? Could we get a replay or something? I'm going.
John
whatever John answer was, that's my answer too, bro. That's end of it. That's end. John, shout out to my boy.
I can't be mad at you.
Whatever John answer was, shout out to
Hey,
my
bro,
boy.
he's
That's
smooth.
my answer.
He's smooth for that one. I can't be mad at you, gang. I can't be mad at you on that one.
You know
All right. It's kind of like in the same, my brother. So, females be lying to you.
Man, all
These
the
females
time.
be kept, bro.
Hey, I don't know if they lied until they get caught. You never know somebody.
All right,
lied
but
till they get
that's
caught.
the question I was trying to ask.
what's
How do you know when a female is lying to you?
How do I know when she lying?
Because you a lover boy, so I know you didn't got your
okay. I like
experiences.
this question. I like
know
this
you
question.
got your experiences. So how do you know when a female is capping to you, bro? Like yeah, she tripping. Like she on some other stuff. I know she.
She capping.
Yeah.
Never. Ooh, we gonna have some people mad, fool.
Hey man.
I ain't gonna lie though.
Hey man.
You know they lying.
You want to chop it up with more, man?
You know they lying.
Talk to him.
Whenever for one, they gonna deflect you. They gonna try to turn the question around on you. You know, when you get to ask them something like, "Hold up, where you been at?
What you been doing?"
Yeah, they gonna hit you with that.
Very blunt.
Yeah, it's a very simple question, but they gonna make it super difficult. They gonna be like, I don't know. Like I was just out like with my friends, like chilling. Like where were you? Like where were you at? Then deflect it back to you. Like where were you at? Like what were you doing since
Trying
you
to
like,
make it seem like you went wrong.
Like yeah, like I was being concerned.
Yeah.
Hold on, we got to edit this part.
No, you good.
When they deflecting the question and then throw it back to you, that's a sign, number one. Number two, for sure. When they not responding, bro. If she is not responding to your text, bro, she's up to no good, fam.
You know your shorty always responding.
And we not talking about the one you don't text. We talking about the one you text on a daily basis, fool. If she taking longer than 3 hours, bro, somebody's in those. I'm not gonna lie.
He said somebody.
Somebody hurting them. Somebody's hurting them. Somebody's hurting your feelings.
Oh man, bro, that's crazy.
Bad.
All right. So let me think. I gotta give you one more.
Come on.
What's the? Hey, look, come on, bro. You know HBK gonna come with the heat. HBK gonna. Nah, let me not do that. You ever experienced a heartbreak before?
Yes, bro. All the time.
Multiple?
Nah.
Multiple? Just one?
I'm going to say 2.
2. All right, bro. Let me know. I got to know about which one hurt you the most.
Which one hurt me the most?
Yeah, let me.
You ain't name dropping.
No name dropping. Hell, no name dropping. I just want to know what happened. And for you to be like, oh, yeah.
Man. All right.
Oh, is there a song that goes with this?
No.
Ooh, is some heat coming soon?
It is. But they going to have to find it. I ain't going to say it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna just say it like this, man. My heartbreak was stemmed from, just the relationship being like super duper long, and it finally came to an end. You know what I'm saying? Like it was one of the things like
just
you
can't
been together.
let go. Oh, my fault,
bro. What is wrong with you, bro? Get it together,
y'all listen to Sir Charles, bro.
Never be serious.
Come
with
on,
this dude, bro. He always playing, bro. Nah, bro. It was just me and her were like together for so long, and then like when it finally came to an end, it was kind of like, damn, what do I do now? Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's all. That's really only person and like that was like the person I really spoke to the most.
For sure.
So it kind of put me in the element like, bro, I ain't got nobody now, so I'm gonna just wild out, act reckless.
For sure.
I just felt like you at that moment, bro. Just going out doing whatever, losing my damn head.
Ooh, hey, man.
Jabari, hold on. Let me ask you a question. You asking me questions.
Look.
Nah, let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
How you know when a female lying?
How I know when a female lying? I'm gonna agree with you on I definitely feel it. When you ask them questions, you be like, what you been on? And they very, very like blunt. I'm gonna put it like this. Let's say she goes somewhere, right? You know she's somewhere. Then you be like, where you at? In the car.
Oh shit.
Where you going? Like, what you doing?
The little short
driving.
text. Nah, hell no, we ain't going for that.
What? What? Like, stop. Like, already in my mental, you geeking.
Or
I know you geeking.
Look, and then they stop texting for a little bit, and then you be like, they'll text you like 3-4 hours later, and be like, my bad, I was with my friends, I had fell asleep.
Man,
hell no.
Boy, if you don't get, you feel me, gang? I don't want to hear that. I wouldn't hear that, bro.
I'm trying to hear this. I need to get a real.
Nah, bro.
Let me see if my boy pick up.
You better answer too, Gabe.
We on the pod.
Bryce to go if you don't answer. He really supposed to be here right now.
Say, fool. Where you at?
Bring it up to.
I'm pushing up now like 30 away.
All right, bro. Listen, we on the pod right now, fool.
We on the pod.
How do you know when a female is lying to you, fam? Go ahead, tell the pod. How do you know when a girl is lying to you, bro? Like over text, over phone?
Bro, it's so many signs that you gotta look at because females are so sneaky nowadays, bro. Yeah, if I have to choose one way to tell if a female lying or not,
Take your time, Slap.
Tell us what you think.
I can't give her all the juice.
You can't give them all the juice. They won't tell. Hold on, they gonna be watching us. So give them a little pro tip, fool.
This is the first one I'm knowing a female lying right now. If they tell you some shit and you gotta think about it for like a few days, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta like really dwell on it. If it take you too long to process what they said and they shit just not making sense, bro, you know they cap. Or if they start acting weird after they tell you this shit.
What's wait. I got a question for Bryson. Bryson, you a special. You get a special guest question real quick.
What's up?
I gotta know, bro. Out of everybody in our group in CT, who the lowest?
Ooh, I cannot answer that question.
You can't answer.
All right, bro.
It depends on what you mean by lowest. Because down bad, I would give it to me. I get myself down bad.
Ooh.
But the lowest, nigga, because you can be down bad and not be low. You know what I'm saying?
I get that. I understand. It's funny because I understand what you're saying.
I know exactly what you mean.
Down bad.
What's crazy is we actually spoke on this on the episode with him and Brendan. So y'all go tap in with that episode. I think that's like shout out my boy Brendo and Bryce. Nah, Slap, but we gonna let you rock. We gonna see you when you get here, gang. All right, bet.
Wow.
Nah, man. Wait. So, yeah, bro. We know when y'all be lying. Bottom line, we know when y'all be lying, gang.
We ain't even get a real reasons for real.
Yeah, you know, little Bryson, he all over the place like a bit. Nah, it's funny.
Place.
What, bro? Nah, gang. Nah, my boy, but I appreciate you for sliding through again. I appreciate y'all for tapping in.
Rock out to this material.
Make sure y'all stream Love and Parties. You know what I'm saying? This material girl right here.
Coming at you hot.
You feel what I'm talking about? Hey. Hold on. This one of the ones, gang. Hold on. Yeah.
Turn me up.
Talk to him.
Yeah, you know we get bread by the lump sum. I done told you before, I can't trust none. If you fuck for that shit, you a dum-dum. Play your heart, she gon' take it for ransom. Picking my battles, I'm going right at them. I'm going through shit cause these bitches don't love me. Saying my prayers and stay in my lane cause these niggas be lame, they the last ones I'm trusting. Baby, you know that I'm fed up. And it's a life shit sped up. But baby, you gotta keep your head up. Knowing these niggas tryna set up. And you know that. I'm with your hoe, get your hoe back. Steady seeing me, so she on that. Baby, you can leave, you can roll back. We ain't really on that. Damn, with a rose at. Probably with a hoe at. Niggas try to play me, and you can hold that. Feeling real good, got some shit I can't hold back. I just spent 10 on a chain with a go back. Gotta be alone if you wanna get your soul back.
So bad, baby, you know that's my problem.
I be alone in this shit with no problem. You'd understand if you quit trying to follow.
Hold on, leave me alone.
Got a bad bitch, she like me alone. You in love, playing she in love when she hear my songs. Take it slow, I'm on the run, I can't hear my phone.
Come on, gang. Hey, hold on. Baby, you can get what you want. And I swear it's nothing to us. And that bread really nothing to us.
But somehow that shit still ain't enough. I've been so gone, I've been losing my trust. Knew who I am, so I knew what it was.
Talk about us and you talk about love. Come on, man. That's that boy. Go tap in. Appreciate you, gang. Appreciate you, gang. For real, it's love. It's love. Like, comment, subscribe, man.